But first, getting ready for another winter storm from New Jersey to Westchester. The preparations underway right now to keep the roads safe. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson. These storms will sweep in after sunset tomorrow, and it is threatening to drop as much as 8 inches of snow. And that is why we have a first alert weather day. Lonnie Quinn is here with the timing for us. Lonnie?
Okay, I'll take you through everything. I think this is going to end up being a more sizable storm than what we dealt with yesterday morning. So the snow is right now encroaching upon Chicago. We have some moisture being pumped up from the south as well. They kind of both converge in our area. So the first alert weather day is for Saturday. Specifically, it's Saturday night after the sun sets. Snow and sleet around and rain south of New York City, about 2 to 5 inches in and around the city, 5 to 8 inches north of the area. If you take a look at the timeline, KJ, that you were referencing, it's basically after 5 p.m. tomorrow that the snow and there will be some sleet that develops, but even that sleet starts to turn to all snow as you get into that time frame of 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. All right? As you push into the hours of 2 a.m. to 8 a.m., now you're going to see some rain south of New York City, a bit of a wintry mix getting a little bit more to the north as well. As snow pushes off to the east, by about 8 a.m., you're done with it. But there will be bigger snow totals this time. It looks like about 2 to 5 inches in the city, 1 to 2 as you go well south, bigger numbers as you go north, about 5 to 8. In terms of this 2 to 5 inch range, which includes all 5 boroughs of the city, you can zoom in here. You're going to find that northern tier of the 2 to 5 is where we see lots of projections for 3 to 4 inch readings out there. So it's not a monster snowstorm, certainly bigger than what we just dealt with. KJ, it's all yours, and there are more systems behind this as we look into next week. It's all yours.
All right, Lonnie, thank you. Governor Hochul declaring a state of emergency so that the state can coordinate with local governments. New York has as many as 1,600 large plow trucks geared up. And then in Yonkers, there was roughly 8,000 tons of salt on the ready. Lori Bordenero has more now on how people are preparing.
Zakiah Edwards is getting ready for a super dose of winter this Super Bowl weekend.
I know it's going to be crazy with the snow, so I decided to get some salt and another shovel.
Shoppers at Home Depot in Yonkers making sure they have the gear to clean up and dig out before the big game.
You do this in the morning and you enjoy at night the Super Bowl.
And what's a Super Bowl without food? Stu Leonard's in Yonkers was packed Friday night. Shoppers hoping to beat Saturday night's storm.
We're planning to have a small party on Sunday, but it's really more about the storm tomorrow, trying to get ahead of it.
I am a little concerned that people might not be able to make it for my Super Bowl party.
While shoppers are prepping for the weekend, salt trucks and plows are getting ready to roll. Here in Yonkers, there's 8,000 tons of salt on standby.
So our Department of Public Works has been monitoring the weather. We're expecting about 3 to 5 inches of snow, which is very difficult when you're navigating around the hills that we have here in Yonkers. But our Department of Public Works, they're prepared, they're trained.
Yonkers Deputy Director of Communications says crews will be treating the roads throughout the night, Saturday into Sunday morning.
They're just asking folks to stay off the roads if they don't have to travel so they can get their job done.
While the snow is expected to clear out in time for the Super Bowl, it won't be long before the next round is headed our way.
I'm a teacher, and so maybe we'll get a snow day. So maybe that's the only good part of the snow.
In Yonkers, Lori Bordenero, CBS News, New York.
New Jersey implementing some temporary travel restrictions. The state's transportation department says that beginning at 3 p.m. tomorrow, commercial vehicles are banned on major interstate highways. The restrictions, which also apply to RVs and motorcycles, do not impact the New Jersey Turnpike or the Garden State Parkway. For continuing coverage of this storm, get the latest forecast on our website, cbsnewyork.com, and then on our morning show, which begins tomorrow at 6 a.m.